Hello guys, hi, this is Ganesh Naik. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students preparing for CFA and FRM exam to clear their exam in the first attempt. Now we have with me one of my student. Okay, he has been able to clear the May exam, May 2022 exam in his first attempt. And let us try to understand what has been his journey, his challenges, and his way of preparation. And the purpose of doing this video, okay, is that a lot of people who are in tier two cities, they are doing their preparation on their own. They don't have any guidance. So by way of these interviews, they can at least get some idea how other people are clearing. What is the exam coming in? Okay, so that is the intention. So first of all, Mohammed, thank you very much for joining in. And
Thank you for
this
having
is
me.
primarily going to be a very interesting discussion. Okay, and
Sure.
because and you've been able to clear this exam in first attempt, so we would definitely try to understand what are challenges you face. And also, thank you very much for taking out time on a
My
weekday,
pleasure, sir. My
basically.
pleasure to speak to you. Thank you, sir. Thanks.
And now, first of all, before we start the conversation, what were you doing before you started your FRM journey? What was your profile?
Okay. Yeah. So I am an engineering graduate. I did my BTech, and presently I am working in a Standard Chartered Bank as the operational risk analyst. So in
Okay.
operational risk domain, I'm working, and
Mhm.
I was new to the domain as well. I was I had just completed 3 or 4 months before I took up the FRM Level 1 course.
Okay. And when did you join me for the May exam?
Sir, I took your course in July 21.
Hmm.
Okay, and that is where, I mean, I came into risk domain and I started liking it, and then I did few research, and then
Mhm.
I had contact with you, and you explained me what all things we have to go through, and
Mhm.
that thing clicked me कि आपने खुद से ही बात किया. So I went ahead and I purchased your course in July end, I guess, July end
Right.
21.
And when did you start your preparation?
सर प्रिपरेशन स्टार्टिंग में तो नहीं हुआ, लेकिन थोड़ा घर जाना पड़ गया, इधर आ गया उधर आ गया,
Mhm.
लेकिन अक्टूबर से आई स्टार्टेड फुल फ्लेजेड प्रिपरेशन. आई मीन 1 to 2 hours daily on weekdays, and
Mhm.
weekends as well, 5 to 6 hours. And by December or January 22, it had increased to 2 or 3 hours daily on weekdays, and 6 to 7 hours on weekends. So yeah, it was a
Okay.
gradual increase as well.
Okay. Okay. And what was the which book you were preparing from? Gar,
Sir, I
Schweitzer.
only yes, sir. I only took Schwezer as told by you. You had told us not to go for BT or any such course
Right.
until unless Schwezer is completed and your question bank is completed. So I followed as per your instructions. I
Yes.
only did Schwezer, and I
Mhm.
took your videos, and my notes were there, which I was making while getting the lectures from you. And I also I also went through your crash course, which is there on the YouTube. That was very helpful during the revision time. So
Okay.
these all
Okay.
3 4 things only I took up.
Okay. Now, before you started, I mean, say October, you picked up the
Mhm.
book, you realized, "Kya, padna hai." You
Mhm.
started. So, what was the which book you felt was slightly tough for you, given your
Mhm.
background? Which book was slightly
Mhm.
easy for you?
Yeah. Sir, as I told, I am from engineering background. So even before I started, even before I took up the course from you, I had this confidence in me that the book 2, that is Quant's book, that I will, मतलब इसको फोड़ दूंगा, इसमें
Hmm.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं रहेगी, and everything will be smooth. So that was one confidence level which I had. And
Mhm.
regarding the book 3, I thought ki I'm not from finance background, so this book should be difficult to me. And book
Mhm.
1, I was supposing that it will be very easier because it's just the concept wise, and just a basic wise things will be there. So I thought it will be
Right.
easier. Yeah. And book 4, I didn't have any clue what was it all about.
Okay. Okay. And so when you were preparing, your
Mhm.
confidence related to book two. So your understanding that you will
Yes.
clear, you'll be able
Yes.
to
Yes.
complete every. What was
Yes.
that correct, or you faced some challenge?
I think it was correct, sir, what I had
Okay.
assumed regarding book 2. So I completed book 2 within, I don't think I took more than 20 days maybe for to cover 12, 13
With
chapters are
solving.
there in that book.
With solving.
With
Okay.
solving. Yes, sir. With
Okay. So
solving.
you had some background, so that primarily one book
Yes.
was covered. Now, when you
Yes.
go towards the other book, okay, what was the approach that you were following? You were watching the video, solving the question
Yes.
bank immediately, or you were taking some gap,
Mhm.
or you were doing it later?
जी सर, आपने 2 क्वेश्चन बैंक्स प्रोवाइड किए हैं अभी तक. वन वाज द पीडीएफ क्वेश्चन बैंक.
That was
So
treasure
when
question
I
bank.
was,
Yeah.
that was treasure question bank. So when I was preparing, I mean first time when I was preparing from your videos, I used to immediately go and solve those treasure question bank that
Right.
had 15-20 max questions, maximum 15-20 questions in a chapter. So I would do that, and simultaneously I was making the notes as well. So once I finished the questions, I would see what are the answers, and whatever I made it as I made wrong, that thing I used to make up in my notes as well, so that it would help me in my revision time. And
Okay.
after January, when I had completed my entire course, from February onwards, when I started the revision, so that time I mean one chapter revised, and then I will go to your CBT based question bank. So
Right.
that
The
was,
on the my question bank, the online format. Yes.
yes, online
And
format. Yes,
so you completed certain chapters and then you went towards solving. So when you were solving,
yes,
you were revising also the chapter and then going and solving.
absolutely, sir. Yes.
Okay. And when you were solving the question bank, what was your how was your approach towards difficult chapter or primarily difficult questions? How were you taking care of that?
Yeah, so I found out during the first study itself that few chapters are difficult for me, few are easy. Okay, so for the easy chapters, I would not spend that much time. But for the tough chapters, for example, the mostly in book 4, the validation chapters, VAR, expected shortfall, all those chapters, and the last few and the middle few chapters of book 4, I already knew that they are very tough. And also while preparing, once it goes towards the end, for example, once you cross 40-45 chapters, it used to become kind of boring or kind of time taking. So in the first time, I used to just go through the chapters and not fully deep dive into it. So that I knew that this is becoming tough for me. So while I was doing the revision, I used to be going into detail of that chapter once again, and then only I used to go towards the question bank. Sometimes I used to watch your entire video once again for those tough chapters, so that I get better understanding of it. So that is how I tackle it.
Okay, got it. And now, so every day you are kind of dedicating at least 2 hours from your January onwards. Now,
Yes.
from January till your exam date, what are the major challenges that you faced to prepare?
Yeah. So first, I would say that once the entire course was finished by me in January, after that a lag came कि अरे अब तो हो गया है, अब थोड़ा सा रिवीजन ही करना है, कर लूंगा. But one more thing came, that once I started the revision, I came to know that whatever I had studied in the past, first reading, whatever I have done, I'm not able to remember it. There is no retention. So that's when I called you also, and I told you कि सर मुझे तो याद ही नहीं है मैंने क्या किया, कौन सा टॉपिक कौन से बुक में, ये भी याद नहीं आ रहा. तो मुझे लगा आप बोलेंगे कि नहीं हो जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं है, ऐसा करो कर. आपने बोला ये तो हो गई. तो आपने एक थोड़ा मतलब आपने बोला अरे ये तो नॉर्मल है, ये तो सबके साथ होता है, ये तो हो नहीं था, कुछ नहीं याद रहना था फर्स्ट टाइम के बाद. तो इससे मुझे थोड़ा मोटिवेशन मिला, मुझे लगा कि हाँ यही सही पाथ है. तो आई स्टार्टेड द रिवीजन, एंड दैट इज व्हेन आई रियलाइज कि रिवीजन इज आल्सो गोइंग टू टेक टाइम.
Yes,
So
that is the
first,
main preparation actually.
yes, correct.
Revision.
आफ्टर द रिवीजन इटसेल्फ आई केम टू नो कि कौन सा लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव कौन से चैप्टर में, कौन सा फॉर्मूला कहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है, एंड एक फॉर्मूले को आप कहाँ कहाँ यूज कर रहे हैं, कौन से टॉपिक्स है. ये सारी चीजें जो कनेक्टिंग द डॉट्स वाली जो बात होती है, वो मैंने आफ्टर फर्स्ट रिवीजन ओनली आई केम टू नो. And that is why it took more time. I took around maybe 2.5 months for the first revision. From Feb starting till April mid, I was revising for the first time. So that also took time for me.
Okay. And with respect to the, so basically you were able to complete the entire question bank, the chapter wise questions, till which date?
Yes. Yeah, till, as I said, till April mid, I was able to revise
Complete
once
everything.
and finish your CBT question bank as well.
April mid. Now, after that,
Yes.
what were you doing? What was the strategy? Or because
Okay.
it's only 15 days now, and then the exam ka 10 days primarily.
10. So my exam was on 16th May. So I had basically 30 days from April mid till May mid. I had basically 30 days. So my strategy was, while I was revising, I again came to know that certain specific topics are tough for me. And I had, marked few, I mean, some 10 or 15 topics, which were tough for me. In revision also, I thought I should be giving more time to this. I should not even leave one topic also. I didn't do even selective studies I didn't do even for one objective also. So
Okay.
those 10-15 chapters, not chapters, 10-15 topics which I had marked, first I revised those learning objectives. It took maybe 5 or 6 days, and then I went to one more revision. That would be my second revision full,
Full
and that
revision.
was full second revision full, and that was completed by April end. Full 2 revisions done by April end. And then I moved towards the sectional quizzes, and the book-wise quiz also is there, which is provided by you.
Right.
Book-wise, so that had 30-40 questions per book around. So that I did, and after that I did GARP sample paper, and then out of the 4 quizzes provided by you, the mock tests,
mock papers,
by you, which are 4, I did 3, sir. I could do only 3.
What was the average score you were getting?
So in GARP sample paper, I got around 58-59, which I came to know it is very less. Then I moved to your first mock paper. I think I got around 63-64, and then 67. And the last one, the third one, which I gave, I got 72, I think, as I remember. Okay. 72. Okay. So that was the score, the last score which I had got. And I was, I already had this feeling that I could clear it now. It is not something very difficult now. It's just that little mistakes I should not do, but I will be able to clear it. That confidence had come in me.
Okay. And then primarily when you went for the exam, what happened in that first hour?
Yes.
First hour mein kya hua?
Sir, as I started the exam, 20 questions were very tough, I think. I mean, they were out of the world, so I couldn't get anything. But ये था कि बस करते रहो और टाइम मैनेज करते रहो कि 1 घंटे में आपका इतना क्वेश्चंस, जैसा आपने बताया था कि इतना क्वेश्चंस हो जाना चाहिए, 2 मिनट्स पर क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंगली इतना क्वेश्चंस हो जाना चाहिए. तो वो मैंने बोला कि टाइम नहीं मिस करना है, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए. एंड आई जस्ट वेंट विद द फ्लो कि हाँ ठीक है, अभी 20 टफ आ गया है ना, तो आगे आसान आएगा ही आएगा. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि पूरा पेपर ही टफ बना के रख दिया, ऐसा नहीं होना. तो उसके बाद धीरे धीरे आई गॉट इन द फ्लो, एंड बाय द एंड, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, I mean, 1 या 2 क्वेश्चन ही लास्ट के थे कि मुझे थोड़ा जल्दी करना पड़ा, वरना तो सब कुछ वाज ऑन टाइम. इट वाज गोइंग स्मूथली ऑन टाइम.
Okay. And primarily, how many theory questions were there out of 400 questions?
Sir, I personally feel that my paper was little bit difficult. I mean, not difficult, I would say, but more than the average level, because theory part, the conceptual, not theory, I would say, the conceptual questions were around 85, I would say. 85 or it was more, I think. And the formula,
theory, the rest calculation, you were able to do it properly?
Yes, calculations I was able to do properly, sir. Out of the 15 questions, I think I would have done some 12, 13, 14. I would have done aram se.
Right.
No problem with the formulas.
Okay. And primarily, what happened in those 85 questions? How many you were confident when you picked up, when you analyzed? How many you were confident?
Sir, frankly speaking, once I finished the test and once I came out, I thought शायद नहीं होएगा, बहुत लेस चांसेस है कि हो जाएगा. मतलब मुझे ये लग रहा था कि शायद नहीं होएगा, डेफिनेटली नहीं होना चाहिए, अब इतना खराब पेपर गया, नहीं होएगा. बट लेटर ऑन व्हेन आई केम होम, थोड़ा शांति मिली, घर आ गए, थोड़ा सही हो गया. उसके बाद धीरे धीरे मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि यार हो जाना चाहिए. ये भी मैंने किया अच्छे से, प्रिपरेशन भी करी है, जितना भी आप सैक्रिफाइस बोलते हैं होना चाहिए वो किया दिया, वीकेंड्स नहीं गए, तो मतलब ऊपर वाला देख रहा होगा तो हो जाना चाहिए. तो ये आ गया था फीलिंग कि यार हो जाना चाहिए. इवन आपने जब लास्ट अभी 10 दिन पहले जब आपने बोला कि रिजल्ट्स आउट हो गए, आपने स्टेटस डाला व्हाट्सएप पे, तो फिर मेरा हालत खराब हुई फिर से, अरे देखूं कि ना देखूं कि छोड़ दूं, बोल दूं नहीं हुआ है, मगर देखा तो हो चुका था सर. सो एंड आई क्वार्टाइल्स, as I told, quants I was finding it easy. तो मेरा बुक 2 में फर्स्ट क्वार्टाइल आया, बुक 3 में भी मेरा फर्स्ट आया, जो फिनेंस वाला है, बुक 3 में मेरा फर्स्ट आया. बुक 1 जो मुझे लग रहा था कि बहुत आसान होने वाला है, ये तो बेसिक है, बच्चों वाली चीज है ये, तो उसमें ही मेरा सबसे बेकार आया, 3 आया उसमें. एंड बुक 4 में मेरा 2 आया. सो 3 1 1 2
3-1-1-2. Okay. And now suppose if somebody comes and asks you what are the top 3 tips to prepare for FRM, what do you think?
सर, फर्स्ट टिप विच आई वुड गिव इज कि जैसा आपने बोला था कि यार स्ट्रेटेजी होनी चाहिए पढ़ाई में, आपने कुछ टाइमलाइंस भी सेट करी थी, और इनफैक्ट एक चीज आपने बोली थी कि यार जनवरी एंड से पहले अगर तुम्हारा एक पूरा कोर्स नहीं हो रहा है तो पेमेंट मत करो घर को. तुम उस टाइम ही तुम जज करना। तो ये चीज मैंने अपने दिमाग में जब आपसे कोर्स लिया था तभी मैंने बैठा लिया था कि मुझे जनवरी एंड से पहले, मतलब बेसिकली पेमेंट देने से पहले एक पूरा रीडिंग करके रख देना है, तभी मैं डिसाइड कर पाऊंगा कि पेमेंट देना है। तो वो मैंने किया। तो ये मैं यही बोलना चाहूंगा कि द स्ट्रेटेजी, दिस टाइमलाइंस, दिस इमीडिएट टाइमलाइंस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। मतलब इट शुड नॉट बी वेगली यू आर गोइंग एंड जस्ट रीडिंग, someday you are reading, few days you are not reading, then again you are reading, then not reading. That will not help. The consistency part which is said, so consistency should be there, sir. This should be my first thing. Secondly, I would say कि जो बोला जाता है सर कि थोड़ा सैक्रिफाइस चाहिए होता है स्टडीज में, तो वो चूंकि सिंस आई एम अ वर्किंग गाय, सो अब वो चीज कॉलेज वाली चीजें छूट चुकी हैं। तो अभी वापस से उस टेम्परामेंट में आना और डेली का 2 घंटा देना, दैट बिकम्स रियली टफ। इन द स्टार्टिंग इट विल बी वेरी टफ कि 2 घंटा बैठ गए। पहले तो स्टार्टिंग में आधे घंटे में ही उठने का मन करता था, अरे बहुत पढ़ाई हो गई, अब उड़ आते हैं। तो वो जो बोलते हैं ना सर, त्याग, तपस्या, सैक्रिफाइस, वो इम्पोर्टेंट है सर। तो दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड लाइक टू से। एंड एक और चीज सर कि आपको अपना खुद से नोट्स बनाना चाहिए। इवन दो आपके जो टीचर है वो जितना भी अच्छे से कर रहे हैं, लेकिन फिर भी अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग के अकॉर्डिंगली आपको नोट्स बनाना चाहिए। कुछ पॉइंटर्स बनाना चाहिए, लिखना चाहिए, जो भी है। जैसे आपने जो व्हाइट बोर्ड पे आप लिख रहे हैं वो आपने अपनी नोट्स पे लिख लिया, ऐसे करके बनाना चाहिए। दिस आई वाज मेकिंग, बट आई डिड नॉट रियलाइज कि ये कहाँ हेल्प कर रहा है, जो कि ऑलरेडी मैं वीडियोस देख रहा हूँ। बट दिस वाज वेरी फ्रूटफुल ड्यूरिंग माय रिवीजन टाइम, बिकॉज 4-5 पन्ने के नोट्स हैं, उसको आपने जल्दी से रिवाइज किया तो एंड में रिवीजन बहुत आसान हो जाता है। तो वो पूरा टाइम आपका 2-2 घंटा नहीं जाता है, मतलब 15-20 मिनट में आपके 4-5 पेज हो गए, बस डन। तो ये मुझे बहुत ही फायदा मिला नोट्स बनाने से।
ओके, वंडरफुल वंडरफुल। एंड प्राइमरीली नाउ अभी जैसे आपने मेरा एक्सेल ट्रैकर ही फॉलो किया था कि आपने थोड़ा सा चेंजेस किए थे उसमें?
यस, नो sir, I was like blind when it came to your studies. I was blind. I didn't do anything extra, और कुछ भी अलग से मैंने कुछ नहीं किया। जो आपने whatever Excel you had given and by whatever timelines I used to follow, and in that Excel you had written also this is theory, this is
calculation
numerical
based
chapter, हाँ calculation based। तो जो भी जैसे भी आपने बोला था, पहले ये चैप्टर, फिर ये चैप्टर, फिर वो चैप्टर, step by step only I did.
Okay. Now, when the results are out, what has been the feedback around you? क्या reviews है आपके अगल बगल में?
बहुत खुशी हो रही है सर, बहुत। सब लोग की जिनको भी मैं बता रहा हूँ सब लोग खुश है। एक थोड़ा अलग सा जो हुआ वो मैं शेयर करना चाहूंगा कि मैंने जिस दिन रिजल्ट आया, रात में रिजल्ट आया 12 बजे अराउंड, तो नेक्स्ट डे मैं उठा और मैंने अपने नौकरी और लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल, जो कि ऑलरेडी पहले से ही बनी हुई है, ऐसा नहीं कि उस दिन बनाया, वहां पर मैंने लिख दिया FRM Level 1 क्लियर्ड, FRM Level 2 कैंडिडेट, ऐसा करके मैंने लिख दिया। बस उसका जो हेडिंग होता है, प्रोफाइल हेडिंग, उस पर मैंने इतना ही लिख दिया। तब से लेकर अभी तक कितना हफ्ता 10 दिन हुआ है रिजल्ट आए हुए, और मुझे ऑलरेडी 5-10 कॉल्स आ चुकी हैं अच्छी कंपनी से इंटरव्यू के लिए। तो ये मुझे एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था कि इतना जल्दी से रिस्पांस मिलता है। अब आई डोंट नो ये कैसे हो रहा है, वो लोग क्या FRM डाल के सर्च कर रहे हैं,
कीवर्ड दे जनरली सर्च कीवर्ड्स,
कीवर्ड से। तो हाँ, तो वो मुझे बहुत एक फायदा मिला। तो नाउ आई एम गेटिंग कॉल्स, आई ओनली फील कि आई एम गेटिंग एप्रिसिएशन। एंड जिसको भी मैं ऑफिस में बताया या फिर फैमिली एंड फ्रेंड्स, ऑल आर वेरी हैप्पी। एंड I mean, I myself got a lot of confidence कि यार कुछ भी कितना भी टफ एग्जाम हो जाए, if I am putting my efforts, so it will give fruitful results to me. Even level 2 के लिए भी बोल रहे हैं कि टफ होगा, but I know I will be able to clear it.
Actually, जो लोग एग्जाम नहीं दे रहे ना, वही बोल रहे हैं टफ होगा। हाँ, the people I just before you I just took an interview of one of my student. She cleared a level 2 in first attempt in her college, second year में वो बच्ची।
नाइस।
उसने निकाल दिया है level 2, तो क्यों नहीं निकाल सकते आप? ऐसा है
सर, आप मेहनत करेंगे तो निकल ही जाएगा।
हाँ, सिंपल, बहुत सिंपल है। तो and frankly speaking, your journey also, even though you decided very early, but to pick up that momentum and to start, generally it takes time, and especially for working professional, it is not easy, because to come after office and dedicate 2 hours, especially when you're not in that mode of preparation, आपने कॉलेज छोड़ दिया है, सब छोड़ दिया, अभी फिर
बहुत टाइम हो गया है।
हाँ, you have to prepare, and it's not easy. So everybody is having their own challenges. College students are facing their different challenges. Working professionals जिनको जॉब नहीं है, they are facing different challenges. क्या करेंगे अभी करके? So
Correct.
You have to find your way. That is very, very important. You have to find your way.
Absolutely.
So, this interview definitely is going to be a lot of informative and inspirational for people. Okay, I want to start the preparation. I want to give this exam, but they're always in double minds. Always in double minds. So this is now how your career is going to change.
Yes. Even starting में I used to feel the same thing कि यार ये बहुत बड़ा कोर्स है, 6 महीना लेता है, 8 महीना लेता है, कर पाऊंगा नहीं कर पाऊंगा, टाइम मिलेगा ऑफिस से कि नहीं मिलेगा. बट एक पुश आया, आपसे भी बात करी और भी फ्रेंड से बात करी कि यार बस अब जाओ, अब स्टार्ट करो. once it gets started, once that flow comes, which will come in 1 month I think, तो 1 महीने आपने बहुत स्ट्रगल के साथ घिस के पढ़ाई कर ली, उसके बाद जो फ्लो आता है ना, फिर मजा आने लग जाता है कि यार अब खत्म करना है, तो वो मजा 1 महीने में आ ही जाता है. और वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है सर, तो हो जाता है सर.
The flow is very important, and your important part is you don't break that flow till your exam date.
Absolutely correct.
So wonderful, Mohammed. I mean, I think so. This interview is going to be very, very informative for people, and there will be a lot of inspiration that people can take. See, even though the journey was long, you had certain advantages. Okay, I think so. People should not look at advantages. See, he picked up the book, he completed. Okay, when you prepare as an audience, I'm talking to the audience now. When you prepare, when you prepare for this exam, you might also have some advantage because of your work experience before for education. Okay, so everybody comes with some advantage, some disadvantage, and you have to manage that. That is how I think so you will be able to clear the exam. So thank you very much, Mohammed, for taking out time and giving this entire experience of your clearing your challenges that you faced. Okay, like you said, notes banana pad raha tha and all of it. So it was your own way of preparing, and that I think so because of that also you took a lot of time, right?
Maybe sir. Yes.
So definitely this is going to be inspirational for people, and I feel that this interview people will watch and get motivated and will go for the exam in the future. Will definitely go for the exam in the future.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. My pleasure, sir. Pleasure speaking to you, sir. Thank you.